Going live, going live, going live, and we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices, girl them round a back road, strippers on poles, heavy equipment operator, construction workers, law enforcement officials, medical professionals, whatever it is you do, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That part, you're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Friday morning. Today is the 8th of the 8th. This is August 8th, 2025. And we are happy to be here. We made it through another week. And on days like these, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Made it through another week. Another week and another week and another week and another week. We've had a lot of other weeks and other weeks and other weeks. We have to give thanks. We've seen a lot of weeks. We've seen our way through the whole summer. That's to be thankful. We could go down in the history books now and say, summer 2025, I was there and all was well, right? I didn't pass off before that. I was there and all was well. Listen, for those of you who live in the state of Florida, I think you know that this is the last week for the picnic them gone back at school. Summer is done already because school starts back in August, right? In Jamaica, them say September morning because school start back in September. In Florida here, school starts back in August. So I just found out that my kids will be going back to school in a few days. This are them last weekend, free paper, bun up, everything like that, right? But here we are, right? All right, we have a lot to talk about this morning. We're going to be all over the place. Just enjoy the ride, is all I can say. Also, it's kind of a free spirited morning. So if there's anything that you feel like we need to talk about, then you can also drop that in there somewhere so we can get to it. All right. All right. But I said earlier I was going to just go into my phone because I have a lot of stuff saved in here that we were supposed to talk about, and it kind of built up now to the point where we have to talk about these things. Because the phone is just full of them, and it don't make no sense going for new topics when these are here on the table, and I'm itching to talk about them. But as I was saying that, I still ended up with a list for this for this morning. As I was sitting here, I'm like, this about me too. This needs to talk about too. So that's what we're gonna be doing this morning. All right, as usual. Let me shout out some people this morning in this live before we go any further. I do see you and I do appreciate you being here. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being here. Great Goodies is in the building right there. Happy weekend. It's the freaking weekend, baby, says Great Goodies. Rosalind Smichael is with us as well. Thank you for being here. Virtuous Fire. Missy Brum Brum is in the building. Missy Brum Brum says the freaking weekend. Big up to Lil Bro and the Flow family. Virtuous Fire says it's the freaking weekend. We're all freaking weekend out. Make sure to go out there and enjoy the weekend this weekend. Go out there and, I don't know, go to the beach if you live close by one, get festive. I realize that a lot of us don't even go, well, not us. I live at the beach. I love the beach. A lot of my people stop going to the beach at a certain age. And that's weird also. I was reading a study that said more than 90% of us will never sprint again, full force, run as fast as you can run after you pass 35 years old. That's crazy. 90% of humans will never do a full sprint again after them past 35 years old. I don't know what's up with that, right? And then also, we stop going to the beach in large numbers as well. It's not that we don't have time for it, it's just that we just don't go to the beach anymore. I be seeing black people at the beach where I live at. very few of them actually come to the beach to be at the beach. Like dressing a beach clothes, it's 110 degrees outside. This a Florida, it's hot and rotted. The sand burn your feet hot. And they out there in jeans and them head wrap up and long sleeve, and they walk on the beach and they take pictures like this, do selfies, and then them exit the beach and gone. So go out there and enjoy the beach. It's one of the cheapest, best thrills I think that's available to us out there. Yeah, especially if you live where there are beautiful beaches. I'll definitely be out there this weekend. This is the last weekend for my kids before everybody goes back to school and all that other stuff. Well, Farah goes back to college on the 16th, but he's the latest one. Kai starts back Monday morning coming, and then Milani follows right after him. We have good things happening. Good things happening. And the other boys and girls go back as well. Boy, I may have whole heap of picnic, you know. You know, I was walking with my kids the other day, and I think I said it on the video where I said, damn, you don't realize how many of them you had until you're walking like them. Everybody big, no. And they're walking in front of me. I mean, I look on them like on my picnic them. I'm looking at them like this crowd of people in front of me. I'm like, yo, are you make them pick their end of youth? All of them are yours. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we may have a bag of picnic. Soflo, would you mind touching bases on the 14-year-old in Florida from your video yesterday? Yes, Nans, I'm definitely gonna get into that one. Usually when we do, so there are certain things that I realize on YouTube, and so usually when we do certain videos, certain topics, they naturally go like 100K in 24 hours or more. And if you realize that those videos didn't do them kind of numbers, we don't really run the numbers down though. You want your videos to do numbers, but we don't run the numbers down. We just do the topics that are interesting to us. And if they do good, they do good. And if they don't, they don't, right? We just keep uploading because I honestly upload things that are interesting to me. That's why I did call this SouFLoTV. It's South Florida where I grew up. And I meet them called Soflo. And it's my thoughts on what's interesting to me. Anyway, good place to start off now. So I'll start off right there, right? Even though for the dancehall enthusiasts, them, Alkaline drop a song that's called Keyman, which I think is is worth a full discussion. I even went and did a whole pen and paper. But I think I'm going to save the dancehall segment of this for the last of this morning. So we're going to go out on a dancehall tip. That means the people them who not into dancehall and not interested in that type of abugo yaga music, because someone age out or allowed yourself to age out. So you're going to exit stage left. So I'll give you a full morning first. And then me and my dancehall people, them are going to have the last 30 minutes to an hour on this live today. All right. Besides, I might have to play some songs, and then that will make it easier for me to edit them out if I get any copyright infringement as well. So far, they've been good to me. The couple of songs that I've played so far, the artists, them, Lisa Hyper, and the rest of them, they have allowed me to keep those on the platform and them do something like shared revenues or something like that. Usually it's the producers, the people who own the rights to the music. They've allowed me to keep them so far. So I'm not getting a whole copyright infringement and a takedown of my whole 2-3 hours video. So we're going to go in this morning in a full dancehall segment. We'll save that for the end though. All right. Yesterday we covered a sad story. Sad story. It's a 14-year-old. Okay, so I'll give you an insight as to how my mind works. Friggery and foolishness mixed with intellect. That's the best way I could describe it. Friggery and foolishness mixed with intellect. All right. I saw an article, right? As I'm searching through stuff, I saw an article that said 14-year-old kills both parents in Florida. And I said, damn. Just the headline, no pictures, no nothing. So I said, damn. 14-year-old gunned down, shot and killed both parents, it said. So I said, let me go search and see if there are any pictures out there. And they had a picture of the 14-year-old. He's a big kid, but he's 14. They had a picture of the 14-year-old and they had a picture of the mother and the father. As soon as I saw the mother and the father, it was a black woman with a white man, right? I immediately went to the name search because as Caribbean people, and I know we say let's not divide each other because our African American brothers and sisters are our family members. So are those off the continent of Africa, straight there from there, as well as those in the Caribbean diaspora, right? So we're all connected by DNA. But there's something specific. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something specific. Like I can point out a Jamaican when I see a Jamaican, and I do it all the time with my kids. So sometimes if you ever see me in public and I walk up to you and I say, you come from yard or you're Jamaican, is because I just told my son that I'm with, I say, that woman is a Jamaican. And they're like, how you know that? And I said, because I know. I don't know if I the way how we walk or something about how we look, even in a still picture. So I saw the picture, and as soon as I saw it, I said to myself, she's a Jamaican. So that's all I said. I said, she's a Jamaican. Let me see what the names are. My people, them are Smith. Soon as we say the Smith to her name, his name is Lee. He looks Caucasian with an Asian last name. So we don't know people background, right? If somebody did adopt them, two Chinese people adopt him and raise him even though I'm white, or he has ancestors who are Asian. We don't know how he ends up with the name Lee. But his last name is Lee, and the son, the 14-year-old's last name is Lee. And I noticed that, so I was like, okay, the son took the dad's name, but she does not have his name. The article also did not say that they were husband and wife. The article just referred to them as being the parents of the 14-year-old. So I'm like, okay, they're probably not married, but them doing my grandparents call shock up, which is kind of a disrespectful term, but yeah, well, not married or not, shock up and I pretend. But anyhow, I was right. I said, this woman is a Jamaican, you know. Want me to tell you one of the reasons why I didn't know? And don't hate me for this, but Jamaican women love white men. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of black Jamaican women. I shouldn't say Jamaican women because we have Asian Jamaican women. We have Caucasian Jamaican women. We have, yeah, I know, Soflo always go deep. I'm diving right friggin' now. Pull me back, somebody. Jamaican women love white man. The dark-skinned Jamaican women, them, the chocolate sisters, have a thing for white men. It has something to do with how we were raised. It has something to do with that white Jesus, so it come up under him is a man. And men who look like him or from his race are superior. It has something to do with how that is planted in our psyche. It has something to do with us growing up thinking that white people have money and black people don't have no money. Very few black people have money, but all white people must have money, right? Right. You don't have to say not all of them, Nans. I already said not all of them. And anytime we have these discussions, let's not go with the not all of them because we're intelligent enough to know that we're not generalizing because there's no way I can ever say all of one person, people do this or I don't know all of them. I don't know every black woman from Jamaica. So I can't say every Jamaican black woman love white man. You know what I mean? I also take that as a bit of a, how should I say that now? A bit of a combativeness, like immediately. Not all of them. Why you being general? Oh, no, so I'm not being general. And I already said it's not all, but a lot, right? The phone I ring already. Here you live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Morning, Soflo.
Good morning, my sister. How go on? Talk to me.
Morning, everybody in the chat.
How are you?
I agree with you. Some women are like that. Some Jamaican women are like that.
A lot of Jamaican women are like that.
Some of them, I feel like they get with the white man because they feel like they're not going to have better opportunities with a white man than with a black man.
Yeah, all of that. But I'm not against black and white, you know. So I don't want to know. Let me clear that up first. Let me put my disclaimer out there.
It's not a black and white thing.
Right, but
it's just that.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me put my disclaimer out there because we have everybody in here listening, and some people will take it and run with it without hearing all of it. So I want it to be known that I am not a person who is, oh, I'm against biracial or interracial relationships and mixing and whatever. I'm not for that at all. I'm not against that at all. As far as, you know, I don't have no problem with that. I myself have biracial children and was married to a white woman. I don't have a problem with that, right? I was just saying what I know to be factual as a Jamaican. So you can't tell me what I have observed for over 40 something years of me growing up as a Jamaican, born and raised as a Jamaican, in the culture, steep. So for, nobody can take that away from me, what my observation has been. And I speak from that angle. But I'm going to tie it into the story as the story goes. So talk to it.
Soflo, let's go a little deeper. It's not just a black woman marrying a white man for opportunities. Me know a black woman with friend white people because them things say them are going to get better opportunities in life by being friends with white people.
Yeah, man, I could go even deeper than that. They let me walk you through it. Cause you jump on it, but me did I go through all that already. So since you're there, I grew up hearing them say stuff like, if you have picnic with one of them, you will have one of them like a light skin, curly hair baby there. And you want pretty baby.
They call him pretty baby.
Right. Well, you have one a little pretty baby them and all these things. The women used to encourage their daughters to actually go find an Indian boy or go find a white boy instead of a next black boy like she or black self. So this is something that's very real.
Boy, we're gonna get the baby pretty hair.
Then that me I talk about, man. And in their conversations, it used to be pretty hair and nice skin and all these things. So I know where I'm coming from when I say this, right? It's not meant to be anything offensive.
You know, me notice, I mean to cut you. When me notice, the only black man where the black girl them did like is the coolie one then. Because of them pretty hair.
Yeah, even you use the word pretty hair.
That them I say.
Okay.
but the other black man them never did want them. Them not consider them pretty.
True. Very true.
So if you're dark skin, you have to be coolie.
Yeah, I even
in order to get accepted.
I even heard Jamaican women who are black women say, me don't want no pretty boy. Me like my man them ugly and black and ugly and rough looking. And I was like, damn, what a description for. And then when you see who she's with, she with one nice looking brother, a handsome dark skinned brother.
How they
but she call
him.
Yeah, she want her man them black and ugly and I'm like, that damn. So what she call pretty?
The colorism go into the classism.
Yeah.
It's like the colorism and the classism intertwine. And another thing we notice, I'm gonna go back in that chat. We don't know if this has to do with the Willie Lynch syndrome.
It does.
But there was a time when you had house slaves. The female house slaves, them, you know the things that them they jealous of the wife, of the slave owner.
The female house slaves them, if them they jealous of who?
The wife, the wife of the slave owner.
The white woman?
Yes.
Them couldn't be jealous of her because they were subservient and inferior to her. So they knew their position that they had to play. They wished for that position.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they wished
the jealousy of her position.
Yeah, they wished for that position. But who wouldn't wish for that position in them
so
circumstances?
Eventually, if you get a white man with position, then you're in that position.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
But don't forget, they were also the wenches, bed wenches. They were also willingly They were also willing to participate, as in even have masters' children, right?
Exactly.
Right. And the slave master's wife, his Caucasian wife, she would look at the children and be like, damn, these children look like my husband. Some of them knew that their husbands were laying with the bed wenches, because he could do every and anything he wanted with her if she didn't have a choice. Let me put it in this
hole. Them feel
like
them have a better opportunity, better than the other slave them, because them have picked me with the master.
So he would be more inclined to show them more affection. Like he wouldn't put them out in the sun to work all day. Them wouldn't get the oxtail. Them would not get piece of the beat. Them would, yeah.
May I go back to that?
All right. So that it comes from a place. It comes from a place of our history, man. But I'm telling you how I zeroed into this story. I first saw the headline. I went to go look because it's happening in Florida. I'm raising children in Florida. Teenager killing their parents in Florida. I've told you, my audience, before. I said, when my children are in this house, my teenagers, I sleep with my door locked and my gun close by. Somebody said, Soflo, y'all go overboard. That's too extra. But we're going to get to all that in a second. All right. So I looked at her name and I saw Smith. And I said, she's Jamaican for sure. By then, I still don't know nothing about her. I'm still saying I just locked into she's Jamaican for sure. She looked like a Jamaican. So I started doing some searching and I found FB, Facebook, pictures of them in Duns River Fall. Every time I go to Jamaica, I have to go to Duns River Fall. So them have on the same shoes them that you buy to climb the fall and all that. And I'm like, okay, this is getting closer. I wonder if she really is Jamaican. But me no want to do this story and call her Jamaican and say she's not. So eventually a news clip came up where family members were speaking. They have a daughter. Well, she has a daughter, and the daughter is in California. The older child is in California, but it doesn't look like she is the child of the white man that she has this son for. It looks like she's probably from a previous marriage, or they have different mom but the same dad, whichever way that goes, right? But she doesn't carry the name of the man that she's with now. So she was the one that told the news media that their mom is indeed Jamaican. I said, yes. And then there was an uncle who was talking to the media and he was saying stuff about the child. He's a child. He's 14. He was saying like, this is super shocking. We can't believe this because we never saw this coming. He's a straight A student. He doesn't give problems. He's jovial. Like he's the one that makes everybody laugh and all that other stuff. But I'm just telling you how I got to this, the weird way of how I got to how I worded the story and finding out that she was a Jamaican. Because I was just like, yeah, Jamaican woman, them, black woman, them, enough of them love white man. And it's a badge of honor for them to even have a child for a white man. Them show off the child like say the best accomplishment in them life because of the child look or still, right? And on the other hand, I'm a Jamaican, so I grew up in a culture where I heard Jamaican women call their own children, you're black and ugly like sin. Their own kids, because their kids were dark skinned, right? You're black and ugly like sin. There's one girl in my community when I was growing up. If she said this right now, them used to call her Blackie. Then them used to fling stuff off her and make her run. Them used to call her all kind of name. But the person that was growing her was a biracial woman. She looks like she's an older woman, but she obviously, her ancestry says biracial. She might have came from a white, kind of Jamaica, we mix up enough. So we never really grew up with white over here, black over there kind of thing. That's why it was a culture shock when we came to America to see how divided people were by. We're more like divided by class, even though there also is that undertone of colorism. Then lighter is better and darker is worse, and that kind of dynamic. Anyway, to this story now. Be careful who you have in your house where you go to sleep completely. Like this is how you catch your rest. This is where you close your eyes and go into REM sleep. REM sleep is you're in another dimension. You have to have people around you can trust. Me not trust none of me picking them. And I love all of them. And if they watch this, they're probably going to be like, yo, Jaden's probably watching and going, Kosi, you heard what Dad said? He don't trust any of us. Farah, you heard that? He don't trust any of us. They're not surprised. I tell them myself. Here's why. You don't know, especially if you're being a good parent. You don't necessarily have to be an abusive parent. If you are following, like, you have to set standards. That's your job. If you are the so-called enforcer, even if you're doing it in a balanced way, you have to set standards and boundaries, and you have to stand on the rules. You know what I mean? My child can't leave my house and he's 14 and he comes in at 9 o'clock at night and I'm like, hey, welcome home. You know what I mean? It's like, you have a curfew. Matter of fact, you're 14, you don't have no curfew. You come straight home from school. Probably when you're like 16, 17, I'll allow you to start going places with your friends, but you're still going to be having a time limit to where. And I have to know where you're at and who you're going with and what time I expect you to be back, or I'm dropping you there and picking you up, XYZ. Raising children. The children them start grow, have a resentment kind of feelings towards you, even though you are safe in, you're safekeeping them, because in your mind as a loving parent, you're like, there's so many things that could happen to you out there. We've seen it many times. You know, little boy, 14 years old, mommy, can I go 4 houses down to John house? You know John. You're like, all right, Derek, go ahead, but y'all don't be over there doing anything stupid, and I need you to be back here in the next 3 hours. It's 1 o'clock now. I need you back here by 4 p.m. Okay? And he's like, okay, mommy, and him run a couple houses down the block, gone at John house, right? Well, when him reach over John house, guess what? John parents not too strict like you. Here goes John with a gun. Derek, look what me have. And he's like, Ratty, this is what that? He's like, it's a gun. Look, it nice, see? Pow! You're picking a shot in him chest or in him face, right? We've seen these stories happen many a times. So smart parents will be here trying to safeguard their kids in every way. You're not going to hang out at nobody's yard. You're not doing no sleepovers. Mr. Picnic sleepover them friend yard, and the friend them father end up molest the children them while them asleep, or mix a cocktail in everybody's juice. All the girls went to sleep, knock out. Him choose the one where him want molest them off, and then all these kind of things. So you're trying to safeguard your kids. They don't see that though. What they see is you're holding them hostage. You are taking away their freedom. You are doing to them what they don't want done to them. Their friends are having fun, and because they have a stuck-up parent like you, they're not able to experience life and have fun like their friends are having fun, kind of thing. You're robbing them of their joy. Anytime you get one of those kids, you're in a problem. And then here's another thing that I noticed. So a lot of us grow up in strict homes. Me can't talk about strict home, because I don't think no home was stricter than the home that I grew up in. We couldn't even listen to secular music. The only music that was played in the house I was being raised in by these two people right there. So Miss Ruby and Mas Clevey was church music. That's it. Nothing else. Radio only played cricket, because my grandfather used to play cricket. The radio used to play cricket, and any other sports were up on the radio, he'll listen to it. You see, once that done, turn off the radio. You have to go make your own noise, because nothing else now play in here. And we couldn't play anything in there either. Strict homes. Those of us who come from strict homes, we decided, you know, I'm not going to raise my children like that. So we give them cell phone, and we give them radio in them room, and them find what them want to listen to. Or they get on the computer, we give them computers, them get on them laptop, or them get on them phone, and them put in them headphone, and them listen all kind of figure that we would never allow them to listen to, that we would never be allowed to listen to when we were growing up. So we give them all these freedoms because we didn't want to grow them with the kind of strictness that we were grown with, right? What we end up doing is we end up creating some little monsters that aren't used to hearing no. So the one time you're going to tell them no, no. Some of them are pre to kill you in your sleep. It's your own child. It's your own child. Remember, their frontal lobe is not fully developed, right? And the younger you are, is the more undeveloped it is. Science says, not me, human development study says, the human is not, your mind is not fully developed. Your frontal lobe, this is the part of your brain that handles impulse control. That means stab up a boy, you just stab him up. And then when you're done stab him up, now you're like, oh, what have I done? If this part of your brain is fully developed, you're like, that, yo, that boy pissed me off, you know, me stab up the boy, you know, and then you're like, when you stab somebody, you go to prison. If you're young, they must send you a juvenile facility unless them, you know, charge you as an adult. You start weighing and thinking before you do the act. That is the importance of the development of the frontal lobe of the brain. Higher executive thinking and decision making. Them don't have it. Your filter, they don't have it. It is being developed, but they don't have it. So watching a 14-year-old where he has killed his parents, you know what got me? He said, I don't know why I did it. Please pray for me. He's 14. According to what he told the police, he said they had an argument on the 3rd during the night. That's before them go bed. And they went to bed. And then on the 4th, around the same time, which is like a 24-hour period later, he killed his mom and his dad in their bedroom. That means whatever they said to him in the back and forth argument they were having, he was stewing on that, holding that like a grudge, vengeance, a build-up for a whole 24 hours. I could say that's premeditated. He says he don't know why he did it. The 911 call says, when the lady answers, he says, ma'am. She says, yes. He said, he told her, you know, I'm 14 years old, my name is XYZ, and I just killed my mom and my dad, or just shot my mom and my dad. I'm going to the church. And he named the name of the church and said, the police can pick him up there. And asked the lady, can I, he said, you pray? And the lady said, yes. He said, can you pray for me? And she said, son, I will definitely be praying for you. And he said, no. I mean, like, can you pray for me like now? Like, pray with me now. And then pray. And they picked him up at the church. He didn't fight or anything. He was taken into custody. I went and did some digging and did some deeper research and found out that because the official, the first release of news said he was a good kid. They're investigating more to find out his mental health. Was he ever a person who was diagnosed with anything? Because, you know, some people, some parents, they know the stigma the world puts on your child when your child is diagnosed with something, right? So them hide it from the rest of the world. So, of course, law enforcement who is investigating now, trying to find out what could have caused this, they're doing their investigation to find out, was he ever diagnosed with anything? We don't know, bipolar, ADHD, OCD, anything, the manic depressive, is he schizophrenic? Is he, what is there any diagnosis for him? Is he known to be a problem child? They're looking into his school, trying to get with those who were his teachers. Did you ever have any issues with this child? Was he known to like prey on other children, blah, blah, blah. Everything is coming back clean. But I found a record that 5 times in the last couple of years, his family, his mom and dad, had to call law enforcement to that house, stemming back to 5 years ago when he threatened to off himself, destroying property and threatened to off himself. And I was like, oh, wow. So if he's 14 now, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, he must have been about 9 or 10 years old when he was threatening to off himself, take his own self up out of here. The S word that they don't like us to use because it triggers people, they say. That would tell me that he had issues from a long time ago, right? Because no 9-year-old just gonna get up and start mash up the house and tell us that them want off themselves, and they're going in so hard with it that you have to call law enforcement on your own child. You can't put him in a place by yourself. Mom there, dad there, and both of them together still couldn't calm him, put him in his place. His sister's 911 call, she called from California. She stayed on the phone with law enforcement for 20 something minutes, almost 30 minutes, while they located her brother. And she kept telling them, that my brother is not a monster. Of course, she's probably thinking, I don't want them to kill him because they're going guns drawn. He just killed 2 people. I don't know if he's luring us into an ambush. He has an AR-15 with a 100-round clip on it, and he's talking about, I'm going out in a blaze, meet me at the church. So while they were talking to the sister, dispatcher in the background was saying to be on the lookout for a possible ambush. Be on the lookout for a possible ambush, right? So she was like, my brother is not a monster. My brother is not a monster. The same gun that he used to do it, or alleged used to do it, because they won't know until proper ballistics is done. But the gun that they found on the scene with the 2 bodies, the mom and the dad, apparently belongs to one of the parents. The sister on the phone was like, I knew it. Pardon my language. She was like, I fucking knew it. And I told them, don't have a gun in the house with him. Okay. So if years ago he was so out of control, you had to call 911 to get help at the house, and he was threatening to off himself, and then his sister obviously knows more, and she is telling you you can't have a gun in the house with him. Obviously, there's more going on than has hit front page already. The mom and the dad are dead. They won't be able to say anything. Everything now will have to come through investigation and what they're able to find. And the family members who are speaking and the friends who are speaking, they have nothing but good to say. His best friend was doing an interview. His best friend said, they're like my family. They are my family. They're my extended family. Like, I go over there, they cook my food. His mom treats me like I'm her other son. I never saw this coming. He's the kid that's always laughing, always joking, always making the rest of us laugh. And his uncle is saying he's a straight A student, never had a problem with them. So it's not adding up. It's not adding up. But my thing about that is you have to be careful who you have in your house. And I know when I said I don't trust my kids, it's because I can see it in their faces when I lay the law down. But I don't know what their reaction is going to be later on. Especially my kids are getting bigger. So they're definitely feeling like they're trapped in the house. And I had more freedom than they have now. When I was their age, I was able to go out. For me, them not go nowhere. I just want them to get the hell up out of here and go to the college of their choice. They have dreams for themselves. We have laid out the dreams. We've been working on them for years. We're right there with 1 year left to go. I'm not taking any chances. But Dad, I want to go to the bike show this weekend. Where's the bike show? Oh, it's 100 and something miles away from home. But my homeboy is driving. Oh, hell no. Come on, Dad, please. No. Dad, can I go to the beach with my friends? Hang out for a couple of hours? Might slip up and say yes. And then the whole time I'm worried. And I'm like, where are you now? Okay, what are you doing now? Listen, I know you're at the beach. Keep your phone close. Anytime I text, you answer back right away. Or I'm coming to get you. You know what I mean? Para. My para as a parent. But I could see the resentment on their face every time I lay the law down and tell them no for something. So I don't know which one of them it I go, you know, say I have guns in the house. Let me go load up one of them and end him life. Because you can't tell me so that little boy never think about that. He did. He thought about it. That wasn't no random gun just appear in his hand and shoot him two parents and then, oh, I don't know what I just did. No, that's how they are. Teenagers will think about it, do it, and then think about the consequences after they've done it. My doors stay closed, locked. That's another line of defense. You have to break that door. If you have broke the door, may I reach for something before you broke that door there, whoever it is. And that's just the way it has to be. You know, I see some parents saying, that's too much. I'm not doing all that. If I can't trust my kids like that, I don't want to be in the same house with them. But you have to be in the same house with them. You're being a parent and you're raising them. I can't tell me picking them so them can't in my house, call me paro. This is reality. This is reality. I'm not living in no fantasy world. I'm going to close my eyes and go to sleep. I'll let God take care of it. No, God tell me if I sleep with my door closed, I want gun inside of me. So yeah, that's how God will take care of it for me. And if them parents right there had done that also, they probably wouldn't be dead right now. It's sad to say, but it's true. Now, what caused that to happen? I don't know. And I'm not even going to pretend to know. It's still early. The investigators don't know. Family members don't know. Nobody knows. So they're still doing their investigations to try to find out what could have caused that. It's sad though. It's sad. Because, you know what's funny too? What's funny is I had just finished reading an article, but the jokes were funny, right? And it was about Jamaican parents. And somebody said in the comments of that article, after I'd done read the article, somebody said, a Jamaican parent is not for the weak. And I was laughing and I thought, the Jamaican parent is not for the weak for true. If you have one good Jamaican parent, then they're not for the weak. And I actually left a reply and I said, once you had a good Jamaican parent, when you leave that home, nobody outside can scare you. Nobody outside can mislead you. Nobody outside can shame you. Nobody account. And then I was laughing too because I said it like a couple of days ago where I was like, we grew up under threats, beer threat. You wait till, like Mas Cleavy used to say, you wait till I corner you in another room upstairs there. Your mama stay in Miami and feel it, you hear me? Any day I lick you. And you used to be like, what kind of lick you gonna lick me for my mother if stay foreign and feel it? That's some hard lick. Me no want that lick there, right? We grew up under threat because they used to use threat to keep you in line, whether it was the way they looked at you or fling something off of you or straight up hold you and bust your ass, right? So I was laughing at that and end up right into that story. So I guess I was already thinking along the lines of Jamaican parent. And then when I saw the mother, I was like, this is a Jamaican woman. Sad situation. Sad situation. Because anyhow, she's a good Jamaican parent, which I think she was. I don't know. You know, so she have high standards for him. All Jamaican parents have high standards for their children. All Jamaican parents have high standards for their children. Even the Bugoyaga one them have high standards for them picnic. Yeah, so you could imagine one that's like a professional that, lives a bit more on the ritzy side. Like I saw where they live, that icon that I used to make the icon for the video, the picture, that is their neighborhood. The house where the red truck is parked, that is their house. It's a big old 2-story house in one of those pristine communities in Florida. So them not living in no ghetto area or nothing like that. And I'm thinking they're well put together. They obviously used to do a lot of family trips and he's a straight A student and all that. I'm saying Jamaican parents have high standards for their children. And sometimes it's a pressure. Sometimes it's a pressure upon the picnic. Because the picnic a fight to live up to the standards in order to gain mommy and daddy's approval. I think we just had a little youth in Jamaica. They had a house with their mother, and the mom got a phone call from his school. Just happened in Jamaica. Some of you might have seen it. Got a phone call from his school while he was sitting there with his mom. And they said to his mother that he didn't pass to the next grade. So he's going to have to repeat the grade that he's in. The little boy, as his mother tell him that, get up, go round her back, string up himself. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Yeah, Soflo, good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Question. I know this is off topic, but I want to find out the lady, the British lady who got killed in Jamaica. Did they find out? Did they catch the person?
Which British lady? Quite a few of them. The one that was with the
Yes.
No, which one? The one that was with the twin brother guy?
Yes, that one. Yeah.
I don't think so. It's him and his twin that went missing, right? Right. And I was saying it's hard for them to miss that guy because he looked like almost 7 feet tall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he's like 6'10" or something like that, 6'11".
Yeah, so I didn't see you do a topic about it anymore
because I can't find any update to it.
Oh,
my last update was that he went on a run. He disappeared, and his twin brother disappeared with him.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right.
That's it.
All right, bro. Yeah, and if you know of any updates, anybody out there, point me in the direction of the update. Stories change all the time, you know. If you're following a story, it could be the last time I checked, there was no update, but 2 days after they did catch them. You don't know. I'm just saying. So, the news report, the mom made a post a few months ago about him. That kind of makes sense now. What was the post, Nans? Shout out to my UK family in the building. Big up yourself, 5Field63. Thank you for being here. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Hi, Soflo. You know, I hear you talking about kids under pressure from their parents, their Jamaican parents. I remember when my son was 16 and he had a friend. And that friend was doing very well in school. He went to church. I even remember one time we having a barbecue in the park. And he came straight from church with his suit on to the barbecue. But they pressured him so much. It was never enough that he did. One day he dropped off my son at the house. And then I took my son to the dentist. And you know, that same evening when my son trying to reach him, they found him dead in a car. He shot himself in his head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
So they pressure them too much sometimes. And they're good kids, a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, he couldn't take it. And I'm like, wow. You know, that happened some years ago. But today, that would be behind him. But he took his life.
And you know what? It's usually the kids who are the good kids, they get pressured the most because they see, once they see you achieving things, they're like, oh, you could do way more than that. You have the potential.
Yeah.
You're extra bright. So they put more pressure on you as a child.
I remember my husband would say his mother would say to him, if he get a 98 or a 95, you couldn't get 100.
Oh, God.
It was never enough. But that's how Jamaican parents are.
Yeah. Because I'm guilty of that. I do that too. My daughter is like, yeah, I got a 91. And I was like, it couldn't have been 100. That was good, but next time strive for 100, you know? We got to be careful. We got to be careful. Yes. That's a lot of pressure.
Yes. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And they don't realize the pressure they're putting on them.
Yeah.
Till something happens.
True.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for sharing.
To say that.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too now. Yeah, true. And I'm not even going to exclude myself from that because I am like that as a parent. But I came up from the same thing. That's why I be telling y'all, right? I say it's hard to shake everything off of the way you were grown, raised. It's hard to shake just everything. Some of the things you need to, the universe, the creator would have never given you these tools. So you needed those tools for when you became a parent. But some of the stuff that happened, you need to not do those things. Sometimes we blur the line and we don't know, I get carried away and before you know it, I'm wrapped up in the same thing. Because that's how they used to be for me. They used to be like, if I get to 89, they'll be like 80s. You're too bright for you get 80s. You know said close to 90, but try get a high 90 next time. Next time we get 94, 94, 95. Me hear good job. Now you're getting at the 90s. Next one should be 100. And the pressure was always on, it was always there. And the same thing you do to them as well. I remember my daughter said, she showed me her papers and she was like, Dad, look, I got 94. And I was like, dope, that's great. But you could have got 100 if you just stay off your tablet because you're so smart. 100 is easy for you. And I know you could do it. And she was like, geez, 90, it's an A, Dad. It's an A. And it hit me that it's an A, guy, chill. Sometimes we're pressured to pick them too much. And now I'm not speaking specifically of that situation with the 14-year-old in Florida because I don't know the details. I'm speaking to us in general. Those of us who the auntie them do it to you, play a part. You might not have no children, but your brothers and sisters have children. You're a niece, you're an auntie, you're an uncle to nieces and nephews, right? Or you are a grandparent to your children's children. So you might not be raising children right now anyways, but you're still playing a part. These things that we carry over from generations before. We could end up having these young people feeling like their best is not good enough. You know what I mean? And no kid should ever be led to feel like their best is not good enough. If they're not giving their best, that's another story. But if they are giving their best is not good enough. That's what my daughter said. She said, well, I tried my best and it's an A. And it stuck me. Kind of like one time, long time ago. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Live on the air, morning, Soflo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good.
You ready for talk, though?
Yeah, man, yeah. And Soflo, I think what parents don't really understand, say we are dealing with some different set of picnic.
Yeah.
These picnic have no great loving at them. We can't tell that some different set of picnic.
I'm not gonna say that, bro.
Me. Well, me I gonna tell you. Well, me can't tell about my kids.
Hold on, man, but picnic are like sponge, Picnic soak up everything. So if you find a picnic when you have no great loving at them, it's probably because no great love has been shown to them. You know what I'm saying? The average picnic,
well,
once them get treated good, them have whole heap of loving at them.
Well, Soflo. Well, the way you were saying about, let me tell you something.
Tell me a story. Tell me what I go on.
Me. Used to, before me even come out foreign here, and me used to be there, my grandmother,
Say it.
Till me I left come out foreign, And when me done be my grandmother, make me do it with pleasure, like real pleasure. And my grandparents don't really ever have no way to forgive me. But you know what I know about? My grandparents, and they love me. I'm my grandparents. And let me tell you something. So we and they say picnic deal with parents, no. It's totally different. Let me tell you something. Me bring my picnic from foreign come here, from Jamaica come here, and she at 25. And me even bathroom me can't get clean up here. And from him come out foreign, he never work.
Wait. Wait there. You bring that picnic that come at 25?
No, she come here from she at 21.
A big smuddy that.
Yeah.
But a big smuddy
Right.
that.
I miss.
Did you raise her?
Yeah, man, that's about. Yeah, man, we raised it from my picnic. Yeah.
Are you raise her? How long apart were you from the time you left her till the time you bring her come apart?
Okay, me leave them in. Me take 6 years up a car near to straighten out. So all the time she in my life.
Okay, so you left her when
me and her mother like we've been together and then something there. Yeah.
So you left her since you left her when she was like 14.
You know the age.
Right, a critical age that, bro. Critical age that for a girl.
Okay,
go and talk your talk. Me, I'll tell you something, but go and talk your talk.
Okay, yeah. So me I try to show you say. This picnic come here when you say my 21. Me I tell you say me a back and forth before you reach here now, you know.
Right.
And this picnic come here and even bathroom me can't get off clean. If me see begging clean, I beg me begging clean bathroom. I'm begging good too. And you know must meet either. And Fanny come here, I never work yet. And no matter the amount of person they talk to this picnic, nothing you can get out of her. Then they picnic some different brand of picnic to me. They see. Some different set of picnic them. Let me tell you something about me. Just like how someone will get up or woman will get up saying we die for picnic. Me will never die for nobody at all. Because I want to make sure. You hear me? You make a statement yesterday, you know. Say, you sleep with your house door closed, you know. Let me tell you something. When you hear that, your room door closed. When you hear that, you know. The same thing we do too as well, you know. So we have to knock, you know.
Yeah, coming on nobody contact me when I'm neck in my sleep, bro.
Brother, Soflo, these picnic, if you check out all this, worry for something, this picnic, when you check out, all right, look, let me tell you something. Better Jamaica, before I become a parent, I mean, I'm a daughter, my first child when I grew up. And she had a lesson class. I mean, I see a lesson class book. I mean, I said to her, when do we use a lesson class book? She said, Daddy, you know, see, I'm write on paper and like in this the paper, I write on it. Me, I said to him, what kind of foolishness is this? I said to me. The left time I go to the school, I used to go to the school. The teacher said to me, said, this people don't come in a lesson class over 6 months now. And I when I asked him, say, what? And this people used to come and tell me, like, said, Daddy, teacher said me, like, oh, you throw your money pan time, you know, one of these things so over 6 months in a go. And listen here now, just when she passed, just when she passed to go school, she passed exam, Jesus, and she not passed one of the tradition school, and me, she want to fight out of the school, you know, and maybe me not have exam result, you know. You hear? And she not tell her, say, she have fear, not go to school, not go to lesson class, but she get bad grade, you know. And me, she want to fight out of the school. And me no take exam report.
When you did left her, say 14 them age there until she was 21. When you did leave her, who you did left her with?
Yeah.
Who you left her with?
She lived with her mom.
She lived with her mom. Her mom didn't have money?
Yeah. No. We're still in a relationship, you know. So we don't know if the man have mama or what, but we still have one.
Okay, so only this still in a relationship. Daddy just a travel. Daddy a work overseas and take care of the family and come back a yard, like a farm worker or something like that.
No, me end up stuck here, but you know, me a straight out to try to drop everybody.
Right, so you did miss it for a while.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right, this is how I get to know. Sometime you might not ready for that one here. Sometime some resentment I got there because you don't know, you can't account for. You see, me I go say some stuff right now. Jamaica is a predatory Rasta blood clot place. You hear me? And you left your little 14-year-old girl picnic down there, you best believe uncle, man, cousin, and some of my woman them too. predators everywhere. A lot of them go through stuff where they can't and don't tell nobody. So when you see them act out in a certain way, you might ask, well, oh, you're so resentful and oh, you're going so this and that. Trauma take them and them don't process it out yet, and they don't know how to even tell. Oh no, barrel kids. That happened to a lot of barrel children. Parents left, go overseas and say, you know, so me I stay so and get myself straight, and then send for me picnic them. In at the time where them get themselves straight before then send for them picnic them daughter get rape off, them son get touch up, all kind of sit and take them, and the picnic them can't tell nobody nothing. Them hold it to themselves in a lot of cases. So you see your daughter act a certain way, right? You have to dig deep and find out what really are going on. That's okay. Trust me, she not just like that. Was she always like that?
So,
when you
yeah,
when you know her from she has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, she was like that. You couldn't tell her to do nothing. You have to beg her to do stuff. Was she like that before? Think about it, brother.
No, she never, she used to act up in certain way, like, you can see the face impression when you might be sweep the yard or something. You could have seen, you can see the face on some mood by saying that, but Soflo, me is a single parent, live a foreign here, with the kids then, so me I leave that work. I mean, I come in back 12 o'clock at night. So you got to tell me, say, I pick within your whole day. At the way and grow that thing, even can cook some food that me can't even get to when you come in. I'm even cooking for yourself only.
So you're not going to talk with her? Do you have a talk with her or you just cuss?
Me talk to him till me weak. And me bet other people talk to him too. And people say nothing can come out of it, nobody can break nothing out of the style.
Should I forget for me, because me I go pamper you, but not for so long. You reach the age where me expect certain things, like you have some level of responsibility at some point. You can't just lay down, so no.
Then so. You cannot this month and I the first other month she gone, Yeah, she not here now. So me I'm gonna try to show you something. She not there now.
She move out.
Yeah, man.
So bro,
I tell her she have to go and she have to take the road.
So she move out. You know she move out, God?
Listen now, me different, When me no want to see you, me no business where you want to go.
Me know, man, but me ask you if you know. You not care. You no business.
No, me not care. None at all. Let me tell you.
You try. You try already.
Yeah, man. So me say, if there is some way, you have to have something to tell yourself. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
Look here.
At a certain point, yes.
Me tell about. Yeah. Let me tell you something about me, Soflo. Me will roll up on a light like for my child. If she deserve it. You understand?
Yeah.
Me not just use things because I'm a parent.
Right.
No, man. You can use by your own child.
True.
And
very true.
Don't want to use by nobody.
Very true.
I don't care who you is. Usury can come from any department.
You want them use you, bro.
And I don't want to use it, period.
If them can't use you, you're useless. Anything you can't use, useless. You want to be used, but you don't want to be abused in the process. You see what I say? Me want me pick them use me, but me want them use me correctly. Like me not take me understand me understand what I say, every bit of it. I'm not taking care of no overgrown, disrespectful, non-ambitious, you name all of the above picnic. Me not do it neither. So me understand you're fully right there, sir.
Soflo, me say 3 years and I never see you take up a room in that yo. Never.
No man, something wrong with that, man. She need her own place then, cause me sure she got to take up a room in there. Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's just time to go to, pampered for too long and these kind of things. 20 odd years old, you still have them run you, take care of them, man. Was she going to school full time? She work a job?
She goes to school. No man, make a job for her and later than a daily for work.
You give her easy life, bro. I think your situation sound like you give her easy life and she just, you know, daddy not gonna say nothing much. I think that's what it is. He might talk enough, but that's it.
You see, same thing when you say, a lot of people say to me, say, I may broke our bad.
Yeah.
But I take care of a child?
Yeah.
I me think of me doing for do.
Me too.
You can't blame me for somebody no ambition.
Yeah, true. Especially if you were encouraging her to do stuff with her, like to get somewhere with herself, and she wasn't, you know, then I know your fault that she wasn't. She just chose to be that.
I can't get nothing out of this child.
But you know, say all you say you don't care about you, you know, else you wouldn't have talk about it. It bother you. Yeah, your daughter, you love her, you're concerned about which part she did.
Yes, because, be honest, because what the Chinese people come and can do great.
Of course. Of course. I just said that. Jamaican parents have high expectations of their children. Their greatest joy is to see their children succeed in some kind of way. Me know that for a fact. So yeah, you don't know different. And it break your heart to say nothing now come out of her.
I want to look on the smaller kids then. I do better than her. Everybody has tried, everybody has a job too, job this, that. And none of those things when they had a smaller kids and I do can't even motivate her.
She just not. How
you see what
she don't have no learning disability or nothing like that though.
So one at a time, me all wonder these things. But none at all. Because speech, you know, it's brighter than the rest of child. But listen good. It's brighter than the rest of child, but it want to end up bright like him, I do better than she. So maybe even know that makes sense.
So ambition.
Because you say you're brighter than a person, but the person where you brighter than, I do better than you.
She act depressed to you?
Repeat that.
Does she act depressive to you? If you look at that, is her mannerism like depressive? She stay alone, she don't have no social circle.
No man, look here. No man. She look here. She outside more than even me where I work, you know. You see anything important to she likes if you want to go barbecue any club anything.
She's ready.
She's on time for that. She's ready.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to go. At that point, you have to go. Yeah. If you're ready for the party, but you're not ready for the progress, you have to go.
Right. I don't want to see her in my lifetime. Believe you me.
She disappoint you, big man. Yeah.
Brother, I'm sorry for this lady when I watch a news, because you first break this to me, you know, his man and his husband, his wife and his husband, it's man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Earth is so sad. So for you big up here, man.
Manners and respect, my brother. All right. Thanks for sharing here.
Yeah, man.
All right, King. Well, let's ban TV, sir. I can tell you something went wrong somewhere. Yeah, cause I should have just drop off. But boy, that I would have to know her if it pass any kind of like deep judgment over this. So still, you know, our father probably has said about him now, said the 100. But if he is, then she has to go. There comes a time when you have to let go. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Bless up yourself, brother.
Manners and respect, King. What go on?
Yeah, man. Big up in the morning, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. May I listen the call a while ago. Yeah. And I tell you, God honest truth, in twilight.
It's all like it. It's all like him get too much for too long.
What he never get it in the physical years. You see that 14 and a little further there.
That part
years
there.
A serious development time that.
Yes. Remember, I know at them age there, I mean now make this funny in a no way, but me notice a lot of people skip over when me say when your daughter there Jamaica girl, you see for sure I'll reach out 13, 14, a bust breast, body cock off. Just know say be a predator line up out there. Then on top, and she have to go navigate that landscape there alone by herself with no daddy around, right? Cause you're gone. And then on top, and we don't know what happened and what she got through. Like I said before, so we don't know, people just skip over that part there. But something in those critical years of development, right there, her body is changing. Yes. She is becoming an older teenager, and then a young person, a young adult after that when she hit the 18, and 19, 20.
Then not have no daddy guidance at that point.
Right, and at that when they really
no discernment teaching at that point.
Right.
Yeah, man. I call a few times, well, you know my voice.
Yes, man.
See? But me always talk about my two daughters, them, and the thing about it is, the moment you're not there is when they need you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to do the right thing. Because myself, they are sort out and rare to roll all the, we're not going to that part.
Right.
But them years there, their mother alone do it.
Critical, bro.
It's very critical, bro.
Yeah, critical. You know what I want? You know about barrel kids?
Yes, man.
Okay. Well, a lot of parents may understand them struggles and the great sacrifice them tell themselves them are making everything like that, right? But I watch a lady who left foreign because it had been years since she seen her son. She was on YouTube. She make a video. She go back to Jamaica because she couldn't take it no more because her son was just falling apart without her. He might have been good daddy, but he want his mother. And she left from him must say like 4 or 5. And when you're there, I try to start out the thing and it'll take longer than expected and all these things. So she had reached 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and reached 13, 14. She say, you know what? I go back to Jamaica. So she pack up all her things them from up here. She line up herself properly and she head back to Jamaica. She made a video on YouTube. She said it's the best decision she ever made because she couldn't go any further. She know if she stay longer in the US, she would have sought herself out properly and then able to bring him come here. But she can have him thrive in Jamaica as well. And with him she missing that many years of his growing up, she said it got damage him in a way where it probably got take late into adult years of his life for him to undo them damages there. So she come back to Jamaica, come help him strive in a Jamaica. Them not worry about foreign. And the best decision she ever made. One bag of barrel and something. She sent down all her stuff and went back to Jamaica. If you see how the little boy run and hug her up, because she surprised him when she come home to, and this time it was for good. Him haven't seen his mommy in however long. I be her FaceTime them do for how many years. So when him see her in person, oh God man, the run when him run and hug her up. And she ball and him ball. But I said this to say this. A lot of our parents made those sacrifices thinking, yeah, me have to get me picking them up here, and give them the opportunity. But the bag of sin thing them will happen when time you not did that to them picking there, see, is a big gap in that area that needs to be studied, that needs to be explored. Scientists.
All right, watch out. You see, you talk about barrel kids. Me is a reverse barrel kid. I don't send down barrel to me. Yeah. He didn't get dropped off a foreign after high school.
Same.
And that the kind of psychology would that play for me. It me still a start out things.
Where's the just drop you in that place?
Yeah, man, I thought I don't know. When me dropped in the 90s, it was a time when if you not protect your head in a spirit, somebody slap it away. At the hot part of the 90s. And I saw what that did to me.
See.
So when me and my family would have race, we told that I'm a woman. All when I get along with my woman, no worry about nothing, man. When them pick me a grow, At them time that we will start out shooting. And I saw it though.
And the sacrifice though, bro. And the sacrifice and that gap of time where you miss out a whole heap going in another gap there. Trust me. Well, some of my stuff are going in another gap there.
You're so proud right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make me so proud right now because them tell me every chance I get. The facts of my stay help them more than them could have explained.
Same.
But to them time I know them as them thing there. Big man them.
Same. And them glad say that did the about. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cause you see the ups and the downs, what we go through, me and the mother, they see these things. Them see how we work through these things. Them sister, we not really agree, but we make it work because.
And them sister, you as them father have them back and now left them.
100%, they know that.
Yeah. That is super important, you know. That is super important. A child feels, every child need their mother, but I'm telling you about father. When a child have them daddy, you see, and them can boast and say, I have my daddy and I know my daddy and my daddy this. That's something what we do at school as picnic. My daddy bigger than your daddy. My daddy will punch your daddy in the face. My daddy did. So when picnic have no daddy figure jump in at the my daddy argument, they miss out already, you know. A real talk, you know.
A real man.
Yeah.
Hey, the other day, you know, me I talk like a couple of weeks ago, you know. My daughter called me and I tell me about our relationship, you know. She and the little boy and go on and way.
See.
I say, so what was the problem? She go in it and I explain, I say, you know, him start this way and that way and way, see? She drag him up and yell. How you chat to so? My father not deal with me saying I can't do that.
See it there.
You understand?
See it there.
Standards.
Yeah.
Certain things when you put in them life from early.
Yeah. Yeah. My daddy
never not depart from it.
My daddy never treat me like that. You can't do it.
Sir. Yeah. You can't do it.
Yeah.
She not take certain things below standard. But she know we short her line there as a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? They say she like one of them, I two of them still, but other one they didn't go through.
And your purpose that. And your purpose that, you know, as a father, you know. And you have to set it, especially in your daughter life, you know, as a father. You see, any girl will have a good father. You see, I bet you said the first thing she said when man time come is what? Me want one man will like my father.
Exactly.
All right. If she now said that, do something wrong. But that she said, me want a man like my father. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So am I won't talk someone.
That means you do what you're supposed to do. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
I'm not a millionaire. I'm not wealthy.
That not nothing to do with it. Set the standards. Yeah. Money.
But certain things we teach them from day one.
Did what you were supposed to
do. When we
used
to carry my kids on the road with me, you know. When them come and ask for candy and ties and all these no problem. When your money there, come and give your money.
See it.
When them come and say, well, it's there the yard, all right. Me spot your money. As you reach a yard before you pop up your time, warm up the money.
All right. From early.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from early.
And the mother used to go on like, oh, you deal with them so. Look here, stop right there, so. The world not going to care when time comes to pay bills. And I see him so like how me ask her, as a tax man, them go after.
Yeah. And I see him where so no man can clone her. Because she go grow to learn that she must have her own. Right? She go grow to learn, so she must have, and that did not teach her ultimately, you know. She have to run back on no man and depend on no man because she go have her own. You understand? And when it comes to the man, them when she choose her, who she choose to be with, you must be treat her a certain kind of way. Because my dad never dragged me up and treat me like no any kunomuno. You can't do it. Me know where good treatment is from a man. My daddy set the standard.
And then so she stopped the little boy and I tell him, say, yo, look here. My father not deal with me, so you can't do that.
Yeah, man, there's many ways to lay down your lessons, man. But from the day I do it as a father, you know, does not say you're doing your God-given duty, my king. That's that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just fear me up till now through some serious things, man.
Seeing.
And then see, first hand.
Seeing.
Yeah, just put you through some perilous times, man. We have to decide which bill I go pay. Them see first hand.
Seeing.
Them see we do with, and them see we do without. But me not deprive them and nothing with them for grow for. When it comes time for vacation also, we do these things. When at them birthday, them do them birthday big. When them go to school, them get take care of proper.
See.
So when them step out in our life, them know say, look here, even when me not have it, me not ready I think because I must get it one day.
Right. And you know what? In that situation here with a 14-year-old, that's one of the things I mean to talk about too, you know, because may I say sometimes we there grow some monsters too because we not make them know about the struggle. Although me as a person would say you're supposed to keep certain things from children, but certain things you can't hide from picnic. Certain things them just need to know. Them need to know like when you know we don't have it like that. You know what I mean? We don't have it like that.
True.
But you can go and wear this. Like, me can't buy you the expensive one with the Jordans for the $250, but you can get like a $50 one year on.
No, watch out.
You know,
no, watch out. Me make them have the decision at that point, you know. Me buy that for you know. But remember, say, for the next about 3 months, a chicken alone with him.
See it? Yeah.
You make them know for the next month and other canned beef or rice.
Yes. So either or either. You decide.
Yeah, you can't get the two of them.
We like that. We like that. That we
yeah,
teach
man,
a lesson you
teach
teach
the store and pick it out.
Yeah.
Make them try it on everything, man.
Prioritize.
Yeah. And then, but right before my pay it, look here. You know, say everybody are going to have chicken and rice till that kingdom come. Yeah, we are the rest of the steak. So when you walk a road, keep it good. You make sure you clean it. Because you're not getting none till next year.
I believe beef again.
But you have to be real with them, man. You make them know so they can enjoy life.
Yeah.
But them still have to work for certain things. And everything you see out the road you can get just because you want it.
Seeing. We like that.
With a 14-year-old, back to the point, that matter I say, I imboiler.
Oh, you mean the father called like FEMA 21?
Yeah.
FEMA 21.
Yeah.
The 14-year-old of the boy were killing parents of Florida. Him was just called that brother daughter is 21.
That's a different type of violence, man.
Yeah.
Some people, I do not advocate for abuse.
Right.
But some of them kids here need them ass beat early.
You know what?
Yeah, man.
But you have to know like which one, you know. I don't believe in the beating thing still, but you can get a drip up on a one thing every now and then if that is required.
No.
You know?
Luckily enough, we never have no prophet like that.
Yeah.
But I've seen it. And really and truly, that's how you could flick on the ears corner one and two times, man, and straighten out that quick.
Nans got it, hit it on the head. The father tried to overcompensate for him not being physically there for the years he wasn't there.
That is it.
Yeah, in that try make up so and make she get away with a whole lot. And she just feel like say him owe her now for the rest of her life. Like, you know, you left me from
your 13, 14. Big him up still, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because he might try.
Yeah, and him try to really try.
Yeah.
The average person now have in them house in your 20s and still sit down there, not clean nothing, can't cook nothing, not move a muscle, but you're ready when party ready and you get dressed up and gone and me I provide for everything and no sir. The first thing they do is give you a bill.
The whole of over there, man. I remember me tell them, man, all when you can afford it. Well, eat bully beef and rice, you know.
Mm-hmm. Principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, principle.
You not get no, what you call it, cool, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Straight sugar and water, you know.
See? Every time you look on them Jordans,
Gilbert rules still in the falling line, you know.
See?
Yes, people that I give them pick the new car when them turn 21 hard. You check your yeah for that.
See? That's not in our budget.
Yeah, take bus till the room clean up.
Alright, so see it there? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, you have to actively be there raising these kids and can't raise themselves.
True. You have to play your role as a father, you know? As a father.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
But at that, I take up the whole morning. I didn't just want to chime in on that because I said a little thing and I said, boy, if nobody not say it to me, I have to say it to him and I'm boy that.
Yeah. Man, I respect, brother.
Man, I respect, man. Bless up. And you say a 14-year-old would have straight them out from early, you know.
Then they missed the opportunity.
We see him have an attitude for a long time, you know.
Yeah. They miss
you know, just get up and do that, you know. Him get up and do that for a long time. Him see the privilege and take advantage.
Yeah, they miss the opportunity for straighten them out, you know. From them time then it just get out of control more and more. That's why I made us say earlier, so we are creating some monsters sometime. Cause true, some of we might have grown up under some strictness and then these things. We did not tell ourselves, me not beat my picnic like that, or me not talk to my picnic so, or me not deprive my picnic of this and that or the other, right? And then we end up creating a child where don't know no. And and them feel like it must always be given to them, and you know it always like a be like that kind of thing. So the first time you gotta tell them no, I kill them, one kill you in your sleep. Yeah. Well, all right, brother. Manners and respect, yes. It look like I call the drop still, but what's going on? Phone crowdy. All right. Yeah. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Good morning, Soflo. How are you this morning?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm good, fine. I've been hearing this conversation. And when I was a kid, I was one of the baddest kids at school.
You were one of the baddest kids?
Yes, baby. Now, I can understand what you said. Sometimes these kids go through mad issues at home. And that was me.
You were going through a lot of issues at home?
Yes, everything. Babysitter, you already know. So, sometimes I can understand the state and all this. Sometimes these kids have issues. We need to go to see a therapist and all this.
Yeah, the problem in this case, though, the child, is past the point.
I know.
There are certain things where once the horse has gone through the gate, like for instance, a child took up a gun and killed both parents. That's we can't talk about therapy then. It's over now.
No, I can understand.
Yeah, it's over now. So I was saying though that the fact that it is in a report that they have been calling on law enforcement for at least 5 times in the last couple of years to come to the house to help them with this child, that tells me a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to hear the rest of the story. Was there behavioral issues? Because parents don't normally reach out to law enforcement for their children, especially at such a young age. You're talking 9, 10 years old, right? Right. So there's gotta have been more to this story that hasn't come out yet. But we're gonna stay with the story to see what unfolds.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Benji, have a wonderful weekend.
All right, my friend. You too, yeah?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Marvin the Point Jamaica curse a caller when me a picnic the therapist was a switch or the belt that have a name. Yeah, them new generation kids, you can't really do that. When me a picnic the therapist was that too. But this new generation of children, that not gonna work. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
What's up, Soflo? How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. How you doing this morning?
Another day, man. Just came from running.
Feeling
so
good.
Listen, I was listening to the caller, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could attest to this. So I came to America. My dad brought me to America, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think most of the time, what the parents don't realize is when you leave for so many years, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the kids show up, they're grown. But some of these parents want like the kid life, and they try to treat us like kids. And we like, yo, we grown. Where were you all this time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then the kid was like, you never was around when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? No, you want to still treat me as a kid? Yo, you gotta treat me as I'm grown. And that's what some of the parents don't seem to forget.
So that plays a factor too.
Yeah,
and then somebody said it earlier as well. The culture shock on top of that, and having to adjust to new environment and all these other stuff, that culminated with the fact that you are no longer a child, and they're trying to catch up. So they're treating you how they last remember you. When I'm grown, talk to me like I'm grown, respect me like I'm grown, kind of thing.
You know, because I'm not from Jamaica. I'm from Dominica. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I came up here, my dad was like, "Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that." I'm like, "No, I'm a grown man. I came here when I was 20." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that sometimes, as parents, we got to remember that, man.
That's very important. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Big up yourself, though. I listen to you every time I run in the morning, man.
Really?
Go Army.
I appreciate that. Go Army, go.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Audrey said, Mervin, so when him did a picnic, the therapist was the switch or a belt, and the belt, they have one name. Remember, Mr. Parkinson, they have a belt, and the belt did name Brownie. Yo, when Brownie lick you, my friend, Brownie is a leather belt, but the leather stiff, I don't know what kind of leather this. But when Brownie lick you see, Jesus Christ. Or sometimes when he might try to lick you, he only beat you in your hand. But sometimes when he was trying to beat you, the belt would have turned sideways. And when it turns sideways, because the belt's so stiff, the belt lick you like a piece of board that lick your hand nigga. So that was funny that you said that. The switch or a belt that had a name. Brownie was the one where used to bust my ass. And Audrey says, me get a whole heap of therapy session with the switch belt when me never did ask for or did want. That is me too. I had a whole heap of therapy session, especially with that woman here, right? So Miss Ruby, she used to love beat. Miss Ruby loved to beat. Me not hold nothing against my grandmother, because whatever she did definitely is a part of who I am today. I tell you, I already said, I think them people are saved me because what them instilling at you when you did liquor. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Soflo.
Yes, family.
You remember the story about the Menendez brother?
Mm-hmm. The one that was killed their parents.
The story where you just took on the little boy. Remind me of the Menendez brothers.
But the Menendez
brothers.
To
me, the Menendez brothers were spoiled because the family was wealthy.
But the Menendez brothers were trying to access inheritance.
Yes, and they weren't able to. Right. They were privileged and spoiled.
Right. And didn't know how to.
And they plotted how to take out their parents.
So they could get their inheritance earlier.
Exactly.
Right. And it was millions of dollars.
Yes.
Right.
But look what happened to them.
Yeah, but this little boy now, I don't think that was along those lines?
No, I'm not saying that they had the same amount of money.
No, I know that.
What I'm talking about is the entitlement.
Right. Right.
The privilege and entitlement that some children feel they have.
Right. Right.
And when they decide that they're entitled to something,
you know what I want?
You put your foot down. This is what happens.
Exactly. And you know what I want to know? I want to know what they argued about on the 3rd, because he killed them on the 4th, around the same time of the argument on the 3rd. So I want to know what that conversation was about on the 3rd. Hopefully he tells. He's 14. His mind is soft. It's not like he's a hardened criminal. So I'm staying on the story because I really want to know what the argument was about.
Maybe that thing said maybe the child was abused or molested or something, and then just decide say them are gonna take out them parents.
You never know enough.
So me confused now. Me I try to figure out what could it be, because you wait and you premeditate and contemplate what did I go do.
Right. Right.
So what could it be?
I don't know. I want to know what that conversation was, because that's the conversation that drove him to do this. So I want to know what them said, or how was he treated, or what?
And how was he able to get access to the gun?
They have it in the house.
And know how to use it.
Gun, you don't need to know how to use no gun. You squeeze trigger.
Why is the gun loaded in the house with the children?
Then okay, so somebody breaking into your house right now, right? You're gonna say, oh shit, somebody in here. Let me load up the gun quick before.
SouFlo.
That's gonna go on.
SouFlo. My gun grew with my picnic them, and they didn't know where the gun was in the house. They never did even know me have gun. And when them find out me have gun, they was already like 17, 18 years old. And the way me set the gun, we make sure say it have no bullet in it, no bullet in the clip, and me buy one lock to lock the trigger. And when me lock up the trigger, me put the key on a chain round the neck. And that chain they stay around the neck. So even if them find the gun, even if my children them did find the gun,
they couldn't do nothing.
Them can't gun but them one another with it. But them can't pull the trigger, them can't shoot it or nothing.
Right.
So me I try to wonder every time I hear stories about these kids and guns, and the guns belonging to parents, and the gun go off in the one child in the car take out gun out of the purse and shoot themselves. It's like, why is it that you are so careless with your weapon around your children?
Right. Right. Because, in the report they said the gun belongs to the parents. And if I said in my video, or I think I was saying to Shakira, I said, in Florida here, we can't share gun. So it's not like a house or a car where you can put two people's name on it. A gun only could belong to one person. So I wonder which one of the family members got the gun. And then the sister in the 911 call saying, I fucking knew it. I told him they shouldn't have a fucking gun in the house with him. But the way how she said she knew it. Yeah, she knows about the gun. Obviously, by her comment, tells me she knew that they had a gun in the house. Yeah.
Wow. May I go back in the chat?
All right, friend.
Later.
That was Marie's message, 411 TV. My fellow content creator sister. Lovely Anika is here as well. If you see them in the chat, you should already be on their channel by now. But for those who aren't, make sure say you link up them two channels. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Bless you again.
Yep.
The sister know about what going on, you know.
The sister know about what going on at the house.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
She obviously know more than she's saying, and that's what I said to. That's what I said.
Because one of the cars that went in was the sister.
Yes, that called 911.
So the argument or whatever it is, the sister know what going on.
Why? And the sister said she told them.
Yeah.
She said, I fucking knew it. I told them not to have a gun in the house with him. But why would she say that?
Remember, I know.
And then she tell the police that my brother is not a monster.
Remember, she don't live with them, you know.
Right, she don't. She live in California.
So she out of town and know what going on already.
Audrey said she thinks she knows that something did go pop off.
Yes, man. That's why. Cause remember, said she was one of the calling the 911 call them, you know. She was one of the 911 call them.
Right.
So she know about the argument. She knows that something not going over there now.
Right. Right. Maybe the mom called the sister while they were arguing and told her about it. Maybe the son was acting in a way where she felt like something did go happen, and tell her. You know, we don't know, but we're gonna know later when more come out.
Yes, sir. I'm back in our chat there.
All right, my brother.
All right, bless.
But the thing is, they kept everything so secret because even the neighbors didn't know. Other family members didn't know. His best friend didn't know. Everybody around them described them as the perfect family. You know? Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Soflo, my brother.
Yeah, bro, what going?
Manners and respect.
Manners and respect, brother. Talk to him.
You see, with the little 14-year-old, Maria said something, you know. And something just come to me. Because I see a post where the mother did bet. I see a post on the internet where the mother did post. I say, yo, like a year ago, like she say, yo, this kid, I do me back everything what me do my parents 10 times or more. I don't know what me I gonna do with him.
Really?
Yeah. She make a post of that, but maybe about a year ago. Yeah. Yeah. Now, my unpopular opinion. Mommy, a black woman from Jamaica. Ladies, no disrespect, but it's just something just come to me.
See.
Mommy married to a white man, well off and thing. What if there was issues in the house? Because only for time people have issues in the house here. When you say a while ago, people in the community neighbors think they're the perfect family.
Yes, even the family, friends, and everybody.
A lot of times there are issues in the house and nobody outside don't know about it.
True.
I mean, I'm going to push it a little further. Could it be a situation where the kid was molested and his mother not even know about it and he feel like his mother know about it? I don't know. I'm just saying. There's a lot of angles to look on this thing from. Not just for the fact that he's a resentful kid or none of that.
Something happened. Something happened.
Things happen.
Yeah. Something happened.
You understand? And oftentimes I talk from both parents. Man and woman in a relationship. And either spouse will do bullshit to the kids, and sometimes they play a blind eye, and sometimes they honestly do not know.
True. True. Very true.
So that's our next angle to look on it from.
Very true.
You know, most necessarily means that the kid was a bad kid all the way. The kid might bad because stuff is happening inside the house.
Right. True.
And remember, you know, if things happen in our house, everybody can say they look like the perfect couple, except for the sister who call and say she know it. Something is wrong and something been wrong.
True.
And if the mother can post to the youth and do some things, what she do for your parents are even wickeder. Something been a go on.
True. True.
You understand what I say? But like you said, still, we're not going to know until more come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it's a case where the kid was molested or being treated badly, them are going to know. And they're going to know if I tell a lie or is it true.
Them will find out. I think they will find out because him so young
that's just another angle. We look for it one.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But me, I think about it like, yo, the mother, the kid are going on house with a mother and a stepfather. That cannot go so good sometimes.
But that time father though.
Father and stepmother, that cannot go so good sometimes. We all know that.
Yeah. Even your biological mother and father cannot go so good sometimes.
He was the biological mother and father?
Yes. And
even the yeah, man. You're right.
Bro, you know,
but, you know, that's just another angle me I look on it from still. You know what I mean? So we can't even to speak too much. Like the kid is full blown a bad kid.
Right.
Even though the man made the post a year ago about whatever.
Right. But that post is very telling.
On the inside.
Even that post is very telling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if stuff happen in the house and she can make that post, but at the same time the neighbors and everybody can see them a perfect couple, something wrong.
Right.
Perfect family.
Perfect family.
Some hide and seek thing and go on.
And everybody outside describe him as the perfect kid. So if he might give mommy hell at home, but everybody else know him as the perfect kid.
Perfect.
That says a lot.
In a picture.
Yes. Yes.
And a lot of people do them thing there, they see it them because them thing if situation not good, just say not good.
Right.
And deal with it as it not good. Because if the situation not good and you deal with it say good, you will get worse.
Yeah.
Till you reach a point of no repair.
But that's how most families stay though. Like family business must stay inside of the house, especially if you have a Jamaican parents involved in it. Then business nothing go out the door.
Let's say this right there now. Anything I go in the house, if find somebody and talk about it, find somebody you can trust and talk about it, don't keep up like everything good in your house.
True.
Because them things only bring more problem and create damage or sometimes irreversible.
Yeah, like this.
You understand what I say? So me not bother with me not like that thing the way things bad them all over paper and good picture outside. No.
True,
and a lot of people do that and it's not good.
True.
You know?
True.
But anyway, I'm go back in and chat still.
All right, my brother. Manners. True, man. Here what? Boy, as we try to wrap our minds around that, I'll tell you a quick story and then we're moving on. Kai, what happened? Kai? Yeah. You can't be in here, bro. Well, me no have it. I don't know what him do with it. Him have to go find it. Wife home today. I have to go find it, beer, but they're not in here. I'll close this segment off and we're going to some other topics. That's why I couldn't have Kai in here. Because the story I'm going to tell right now, I don't really want him all up in this. So, I watch a death row video. And the guy, the young man that was on the death row video, he was about 22 or 23, sentenced to death. I think it's Texas prison he's in. His crime, he walked up behind his mother and his stepfather and shot both of them in the head while they were watching TV. For years, he didn't speak, right? I think when them arrest him for that crime there, he was 17, tried as an adult, and sentenced to death. Or his crime was committed at 17. He got tried at 18, sentenced to death. So about 3-4 years later, for the documentary, they did an interview with him and he agreed to speak. The little boy tells some story where it breaks stone heart. He said his mama's boyfriend ended up becoming his mom's husband, right? And he said mother did work so much and she worked so hard but she used to leave this man who she had just met at the time, even though they eventually ended up getting married. At the time, she used to leave him without even knowing that man at the house so she can go work at nighttime. And the little boy said him start grooming him and doing things to him and stuff. And it got to the point where me now go pretty up the party of phone. Him say him man blow out him body hole, yo. The little boy said a maxi pad him use. So when my mama have her period, my mama use these big pads. And I had to use the same pads. So when I'm going to school, I used to have to wear a brief because I couldn't wear boxers because your boxers can't hold the pads in them. So I used to wear, you remember that story that Kaz? So I used to wear big pads because my butt was always bleeding and it was bleeding heavy. And this man used to do that to him all the time. And the mother husband, because the mother stay a relationship with him. Even one time he said when he became like he stopped going outside, him stopped talking to people, he just kept drawing more and more into himself. His mom would just dismiss it. You know, his mom didn't care, and his mom didn't care too. He said one time he was trying to tell his mom, but him can see already saying mother did dip on the defensive, like she was ready to defend her man. If him ever get any kind of something like that, it's either gonna be you or him, but it's gonna be you because you're gonna have to go. Because I found my perfect person kind of thing. So the little youth end up them sit down and watch TV, and his hand, how you describe it, his hand was around his mom, and him said, I don't know what happened that day, because I could have done it before, but that particular day, just watching him hug my mom and the way he was kissing on my mom after he had just done that to me the night before, he couldn't take it no more. So he did what he did. And they gave him the death penalty for it. So advocates were trying to save the youth life. They must say, yo, at least give him life without the possibility of parole, right? And probably a chance to be paroled years from now because he was tried as an adult, even though he committed the crime as a child. But the heinous circumstances behind what led to it, this youth can need therapy. Him not need death penalty. Me watching it, one of the first things that came to my mind was, is that like a black youth, so them dash him away in our system and give him death penalty. If that was a little white kid, it would have been like, oh my God, he has been through horrendous circumstances. How did anybody even miraculously even survive this? You know, he needs therapy, he needs help, he needs this. But for you look at black youth, it was he needs the death penalty. I say that to say, you don't know what the hell be going on in some of these houses when you see the little youth them flip out and then parents end up dead, all these kind of things. I know it's easy to dismiss it as that's a spoiled ass child and you gave him everything and created a monster, and the one time you said no, him kill everybody. It's so easy to dismiss it as that. But a lot of the times, it ain't just that. It ain't just that. Something else is happening that triggered that to happen. You know? And like I said, I'm not going too far into their story details because I don't know the details of it. And I know that surviving members of the family are watching. One thing we learn about this channel is over the years, I be thinking the people who I do stories on don't watch, and then they end up a watch. The Jamaican community is big worldwide, but it's actually really small as to the type of programs we tune into and so on and so forth. I've had them contact me before, like the brother from England, that I was trying to advocate for him to stay in the UK because I didn't want him deported from the UK. But my audience, a lot of you here jump on your high horse and soapbox. The youth left Jamaica when he was 6 or 5. I think him I did 5 and him brother I did 6. Him brother ended up dying in the UK, but he ended up, you know, doing a bunch of different things, growing up in the UK. And now he was like mid-20s, going up to 30s, and they were getting ready to deport him. He had never been back to Jamaica since he left. And I think him jump a turnstile instead of pay for go up on the train. That's one of the offenses. And then they have one next offense where like them catch him with drugs as well, and they were getting ready to deport him to Jamaica. And I was saying people like him should not be sent back to Jamaica because they left from they were like 4, 5, 6. You're almost 30 years old. You never been back. What are you doing in Jamaica? This is not good for him. This is not good for Jamaica. Me advocate for him, you know. My you call me, I say, yo, I want to appreciate how your audience is doing me. Take down my video. So I explained to him, say, you know where I got your story from? And I sent him all the links. BBC cover him story, The Voice, I think it is. One whole bunch of different Daily Mail, one whole bunch of different huge publications out of the UK covered his story. He said to me, I gave them permission to cover my story, but I didn't give you permission to cover it. And furthermore, you cater to the Jamaican community. So people who our people don't watch BBC, them don't read Daily Mail, them not in The Voice. They'll tune into platforms like yours. And the way they doing me in your comment sections, man, I don't want the British Home Office, them call it. I don't want the British Home Office because they comb the internet too. I don't want them coming across your platform, a story done on me, and see all these negative comments. Kind of found no wicked enough. No found no was just no kind of compassion. You were like, send him Ross back to Jamaica, yes. Send, I don't give a damn. If he was there from he was 1 year old, send his ass back. And I'm like, damn, I thought the audience was gonna help and be like, this is terrible. I mean, he wasn't raised in Jamaica, so he's not Jamaican like no Jamaica. The UK raised him. He speaks with a strong British accent. Him can't chat patois, him not understand certain rules. You know, I thought y'all were gonna help me, and the way y'all did him in the comment section, there was a lot of comments too. So I said, you know, I understand, man. And out of respect for that, I private the video. I think yes, I did private the video. I have the video still, but I put the video on private. I never completely erased the video, but it's no longer available on the channel. So for somebody from the UK to tell me that these big names you calling like, you know, Voice and the Daily Mail and BBC, I'm sending the link. All of them had his story. He wasn't concerned about that. Him said, our people don't see those. They definitely see you though, because, you know, some end up having tech down his story. So I'm very conscious of the way I handle stories. And I don't want to handle the story with the 14-year-old add a bunch of stuff where, you know, and then come off looking like we're callous and insensitive and yes, lock him up and dash for the key is an evil somebody, and the kid is 14, it's a child. We have to look at like the psychological part of this. It's a child. Something happened that child, that's a sponge, soaked up, and it came out in that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait to see what else comes out and end this by sending our condolences to the family, because they just lost 2 family members under gruesome circumstances. 3, because either way you take it, he's not getting out of that double murder that he just committed. And then he'll have to deal with for the rest of his life the fact that your parents are dead. You are an orphan, and you're an orphan because you killed your own parents and all them something there. So there's going to be a lot to unravel here, right? Yeah, this is a popular program, Sheldon, well done, but we're not popular like BBC. And that was the argument I was having with him. And he actually got frustrated. And he was like, you know, so what y'all trying to tell me? So what are you trying to tell me? You're not going to take it down. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to tell you that bigger, way bigger than me covered your story. And he was like, you know what? I seen it, right? But I'm like, damn. He was like, I still want you to take yours down. I'm going to tell him, say, listen, if you want me to take it down, out of respect for you, I'll take it down. Especially the part where he said, I never give you permission to do it, but I gave them permission. Here's the thing about YouTube, right? Whether you did a story that's already public or not, if you did a story that's already public, the persons who you did the story on, they reserve the right. It's my pictures in the video. Them can get you in that trouble because them can say, especially if you're talking around and not just going off of straight police report and straight facts about the case kind of thing. So I never want the drama anyways, but I really was trying to help him. And he couldn't see it that way. In the end, he did. He said, I appreciate what you were trying to do. I asked him, I said, did you listen to what I said? I said, don't read the comment section. Forget the comment section. Did you listen to what I said? And he said, nah, I tell you the truth, I didn't. And it took like a couple of days because I said, I'm not going to take it down till you go listen to everything I said. And when he finally came back, he said, I listened to everything you said. I'm sorry for how I came at you the first time. I realized you was trying to help me, but it's your audience, Soflo, he said. Your audience. He said, did you read your comment section? And I said, no. And he said, read the comments, bro. The comments are killing me. They're killing me over there. And when I started reading the comments, it made the decision even easier to take it down because that's not what I was trying to do for him. Yeah. Texas don't play like Florida. OMG, the trauma some children endure, I believe this is how serial killers are born. That's exactly how some serial killers are born. Exactly how. Exactly how. But in this case, we're going to leave it until a later time. See? Nothing I want to talk about this morning. We're going to Jamaica now. We're going to Jamaica now, and we're going to talk about independence celebration at stadium and Grand Gala and Rasta get this and Rasta get that. You know, did y'all see Capleton? Did y'all see Father Capleton get the Order of Distinction? He got awarded. For me, it was another politics move. Capleton bun up the place, King Biggs, but him not really bun up the place. And I speak with no apology now, right? I now realize something. I'm in the phase that Buju was in after him realized. Buju Banton said he did Bombay when he was 19 years old. This is them speaking to a Buju Banton that was approaching his 50s. He said, I did Bombay when I was 19. And had I known then what I know now, I would have never done that song, right? Because the hellish persecution that came, I said, because the hellish persecution that came with doing that. I'm at the stage now where I know, see, Otis Nolan, I appreciate you greatly, fam. Thank you. Yes, King Biggs, that was a political play. If you notice, like the day before the Rasta them get land, Jamaica government transfers land to the Rastafari community as reparations for the historic state abuse that happened. And we're going to talk about what historic state abuse and what exactly happened to the Rastas then. Right. But they also made sure to polish it off now with probably the most popular Rastaman in Jamaica, Capleton. And them knows that Capleton are going to come give a fire performance. You see, Rasta in Jamaica, Rasta has always been for the people. Rasta did it from a long time. I tell we say, watch what we eat or consume, right? Then I tell we say, we don't eat too much dead something. Live food, live cells, dead food, dead cells, fruits and vegetables and earth food and them kind of thing there. Low the bag of meat and this, that, and the other. You know, keep your mind pure and these kind of things. Black upliftment, black curriculum, you know what I mean? Black God, even come away from them white ideology, XYZ. Always been. for the people. When I seen it politicized at the stadium, like right, how many years gone by now Capleton could have get that the award there? And them choose now to add it to the Rastas getting the land, and then a Rasta man like Capleton, because there is no, them never give a funky dread, them never give somebody who you have a doubt saying is a Rasta. Them give it to Capleton in front of everybody for sure, say, we and the Rastas are good. This administration and the Rastas are good. Remember, I know, the Coral Garden massacre happened under JLP. It was their leadership who said, bring them in dead or alive. Them used to kick them down a road, like karate kick them down a road. Them used to draw them by them hair and pop out them dreadlocks. Them used to carry them, go lock them up and shave off them hair, force shave them. Them used to beat them, take off them shoes, make them walk barefoot, beat them, make them up a runway, go up in the hills and the bushes, go live, right? And they killed a lot of them. Coming on the heels of this election, I watched Capleton collect that award with a bittersweet kind of feeling. For one, I just said the other day, before he got awarded, if y'all go back a couple of lives back recently, where I said, by the way, while we are talking about well-known artists and we have to give them flowers before or while they're here, I said, when Marshall do a babe? Well, Capleton gets some kind of order. Or some kind of... Well, Capleton specifically me I talk about though. Yeah, because Capleton is a big bubble ras, so should have, in my mind, I would have thought that, but I'm gonna explain that in a minute. I just said the other day though, I said if you talk about somebody that is consistent, me say nobody don't tour like Capleton. And even in the times when everybody else visa was taken away, you never hear Capleton named upon a list of visa taken away. He stayed touring, he stayed flying out, he stayed doing big commanding, big shows. Vibes Cartel don't get a forward like a Capleton. Believe it or not. I want you to go watch a Capleton perform. And watch how any which part him perform, him lift up the whole place of thousands and thousands of people. If you watch Cartel perform, right, as big as him is, him lift up some of the people there. Capleton moved the whole crowd, and he's been doing that consistently for a long time now. So the other day when me say, him need to get film flowers. It's funny how him get call out for this award, right? And then it's on the heels, of course, of making up with the Rasta them. In other words, we are polishing up everything now for the party look good because it's politics time now. If the Rasta them speak out against us, then that could definitely be a blow because the Rasta is for the people. But if them know so we're good with the Rasta, then they'll be with us because Rasta is for the people. And them are going to feel like, say, we are with them because we're making things right with Rasta. That's all that was for me. The disappointment for me now comes where one hand I'm like, Capleton deserve every award him get. So I'm not take him award from his accomplishments or anything. You know, we are listening to Capleton from way back in the Bumbo Red days. Bumbo Red, the lyrics are come out of my head, Bumbo Red, right? Till him go to, after me left from Jamaica, go a foreign point tour, till all the way up till now. To see him get awarded by the same system or leader of the same system when bonfire so hard pan, it was like the award was to quench the fire. The award was to hold down the blaze. And the way how the PM introduced it about him say, well, that day has come. He was going off of, see, enough people miss them something there now. He was going off of a song that Capleton has that's called That Day Will Come. That day will come when I shall stand and see all the wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come. So when Andrew talked about that day has come, for me, it was like an escape. It was like, I know we are talking another song there. Because we are upful and righteous and we are for the people. And Capleton, that day has come. The fact that Rasta, a prominent Rasta like that, at that, took that award. And yeah, him said the usual self-reliance, black upliftment, black curriculum, motivation, elevation, this, that, and the other. You know Capleton talk already, right? Liberation, this, that. It silenced the voice of somebody who should have been saying, what's happening to the Blue Lagoon and our beaches under your rule? The Blue Lagoon. What's happening to the Blue Lagoon and our beaches that are being sold off and privatized to where citizens are having less and less and less beaches to go? Till a river them run we gone to, you know. And now them start all do the river them turn river in a resort looking something to, you know, and start charge people for all go a river, you know. So I would expect a voice like that for somebody who is about nature to have that of high concern to them. The voice what they're supposed to say, what go on with cockpit country? And how come we sign the rights and give them to Naranda to go drilling in cockpit country and nobody now talk about that? So when them are going to start drill up a cockpit country? Because we keep on tell Jamaicans say cockpit country is described as Jamaica's lungs. It's the lungs of the island. And if I puncture your lungs, what happens to you? So if them start drill up a cockpit country, what will happen to Jamaica? I would have think say a man like Capleton would have said something. We feel like them just silence the Rasta with the blouse and skirt award and this big extravagant and beer. Can't beer that you hear. I would have want a Rasta man like that say, what happened to Bob Marley? Because Bob Marley has been the head of our tourism industry as far as an icon. Welcome to Jamaica and feel all right. Everybody is like, I'm going to the land of Bob Marley. You can't make him a national hero. Why you can't make him a national hero? I mean, I would have think say a person like Capleton would have been like, well, you know, I feel like Rasta is truly respected. Because I've said it here. I don't hear nobody else I say it, but me I say it first. And I've been saying it. The only reason Bob Marley is not knighted a national hero is because Bob Marley look the way how him look. That's it. We can't look how him look. Because Bob Marley had big old chunks of dreadlocks unkept. Because Bob Marley never shave up him face or all them something there. In appearance. Them not feel like that are the image. Because they spent so long in that in Jamaica. Them spent so long fighting out Rasta. How could you turn around and make one who was such a devout Rasta? Everywhere Bob Marley go, it wasn't no secret. Ja! Rastafari. Not true? So how could you turn one of them then now into a national hero? Yes, we can have him as a tourist icon where people can come and see where he was born. We can have erect statues of him as a great musician and all that. But we don't want nobody to feel like, say, you can be Rasta and become national hero, I would have think some Rasta as prominent as Capleton is would have spoken about that. So to watch these people, please give me 5 minutes and then call. To watch these people who have a voice and a platform get awarded and silenced on issues that I think need to be put on the table, it's disheartening. And I'm realizing now that all of them do it. Every last one of them do it. Once you reach certain levels, I guess you're just happy to hear your name called, right? We're going to further this conversation now by talking about, feel free to call now, because when we get in the next part of this conversation, I don't want no phone calls. I'm going to further this conversation by talking about how we have shifted now from Bob Marley to Usain Bolt. The call was getting louder. Come on, man. Bob Marley, you don't need to recognize him as a national hero. And then, you know, we always say it's okay for y'all to use him and his image, but not to recognize him. Them say, all right, get him out of the way and put in Usain now. Live on the air with Soflo. Good morning.
Morning, Soflo.
Morning, family. If you have speaker, Bluetooth, take us off of that, please. Else we won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, man. You know. Hello?
No speaker, no Bluetooth, else we can't hear you.
Yes, brother, I'm hearing you. Better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right, talk to us, son.
My 2 cents with this thing here, right? It's just hypocrisy here, Rachel. Hypocrisy. Why I say that? They just say not for Rasta. Can any child go to school then dreadlocks and then not send them home?
Where's that? Say it again.
I said it's just your hypocrisy and political expedience. They have no respect for Rasta.
The other day, them fling out a little girl out of school, tell her that she couldn't come to school because of her dreadlocks.
Right.
Yeah. So as a big Rasta man now, we have a voice and a platform now, and you get these big awards now from these people. And for them clock that happen. You know what I mean? Rasta is still not respected. Your children are still not respected. Them still look upon them like 40 leg are growing at them head. Them still look upon you as unkept and, you know, and not clean people and all these other kind of propaganda and stereotype where them use and spread against Rasta. So to take an award from them, I feel like that's why me couldn't do them something there, because me would have take the stage and then shock everybody. But I don't think there are any people out there again that are left like that.
Well, you know something. Why I know who come out on sister Capleton. And Bob is in bed. She went for what in Miami died, no? And
even Sizzla got collect award up there at the same type of event just a few more years prior.
No, I'm just reflecting that they gave Bob an award when he was sick. Chiaga went up to Miami, I think, and I remember they said that Bob said that his parents Chiaga as a big man seemed to see to give me an award, may take it.
Yes, what?
No, when Bob was sick and he's dying in bed in Miami.
Right, they said that Edward Siaga went up there and gave him an award.
Yeah, and they said Bob World Stream was that big man seems to see to give me an award. We take it.
Since you see it fit to give me an award, we will take it.
Yeah, in take it. In access. Yeah. But go back to the bigger picture, man. Until there's a legislative things in Jamaica to protect Rasta, you don't say nothing. But if a youth can go to school, then dreadlocks. They might get expelled.
Right.
That's where I'm coming from.
Right. So it's not like anything is on the books to protect them, so to speak, right?
No.
Nothing on the books to protect them and their way of life and their way of worship and all these other things.
Yeah, man. And to me, my opinion is that what the tribulation what we are going through is the injustices that was done to Rasta. To me, Rasta is the conscience of Jamaica, of the country.
Right.
Never being respected. Remember saying yourself is when Bob did and the world accept. Not even before Bob did, when they said the world start accept. Not even Bob alone, the wheelers, right? That's when they go down and start gravitate to them.
No, Bob Marley wasn't really Jamaica jumped on the bandwagon for Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. He was a superstar out in the world first. And even then used to play him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this thing, you know this song they call him I Shot the Sheriff.
Yeah, Eric Clapton song that Bob Marley redid.
No man, Bob Marley do it or Eric Clapton redid it.
No.
So just check the thing, man. Bob to the origin, not in Bob, the Wheelers is the original.
Of I Shot the Sheriff?
Yeah, go check it.
You might alright, but me not think so.
May I tell you, you can go check it. There's a man of research. I'm going to tell you something I have to say my shoot after that. That same album, where that song came from, a song called Burning. That was the last album Bob Bunny and Peter recorded together as the Wheelers.
Yeah, but now say you're right. Me I check it though, but I know that Bob got to the place where he had like all the movie stars, the Hollywood people, and all that around him. You know what I mean? And some of them were even moving to Jamaica and buying property there, like Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger said, Mick Jagger said it was because of Bob why him end up buy him estate at Jamaica. No, people don't know that Mick Jagger has an estate in Jamaica.
Yeah, the same I Shot the Sheriff. I'm going to tell you something where you the man of research it. In 2007, that album was inducted in the United States Congress.
Yeah, the original composer of it is Bob Marley. And he and he composed it. Mr. Corrected, and he composed it in 1973.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Eric Clapton followed after.
Yeah, the joke about it. Then time that you know born it. And then time that he was 13 years old, right? Eric Clapton was getting more radio played on the radio with his version and the Wheelers. I know them guys they do. They went one night on an RTR. Because they know the night, if you ask people in English, they will tell you. And then they have the program manager. And when they come out, they puncture all 4 tires on the car. As a retaliation for that. I hear the feet part of it, They said that Peter Tosh was the one who said to the program manager, said, listen, you see the next time that happen again, and the way are coming up, as some man who has no level reason, all the man was violent. If you talk to people in the industry, they will tell you.
So basically, they were trying to get reggae played on the radio more than, because of Jamaica with them, more than how foreign music was played on the radio.
Yeah, Eric Clapton's version of it, I Shot the Sheriff, was being getting played.
So Rasta was getting no respect. Right. So Rasta was getting no respect, even though I fed them something. It wasn't respected in Jamaica on the radio until a white man sing it from foreign.
Right.
Right, so, okay. Got it.
As the way of them sing the song says, see the hypocrites, them a go along there.
See the hypocrites, them a go along there.
Right.
See the hypocrites, them a... Yeah.
Yeah. So, them things, never give them like award and Rasta this and Rasta that. And hypocrisy. Political expediency.
But Dorothy T, sorry my brother. Dorothy T, that's what I was saying. If I would have accepted the award, but still speak out. No, that would have been shocking. But what I realize is that they accept the award and the award make them go quiet.
Well, I do not know if the youth and nowadays no militant like when I was a teenager growing up in the 70s, when people used to be militant. I don't know if it's just
Capleton, people like Capleton and Sizzler have always been militant until now. And the first miss the militancy drop. You know, so I guess now them reach a place where it's just about getting the awards and listen, this how what get me. Finish the way I said, bro. Let me clear the line.
All right. But the last thing I have to say, read the thumbnail when we see up there say Marley versus Usain Bolt. I guess a lot of us know that the way that Marley means to the world.
Right.
You understand? The Marley name is so powerful.
No, they know. They know. You don't have to explain. They know. That we all know.
You understand?
Yeah.
I remember one time back in the days, in the Grammy, where guy name man, he come out with this up here to win the Grammy, you know. And I understand it was told that this and just the last year spend with Marley, you can't win that because that album what they did was at the time was that it sell a whole heap of unit. Right. So the Marley name is so powerful in a whole lot to the world and Jamaica. And we have to wear that with pride.
Yeah, man. Indeed.
You understand?
Indeed.
You go to Amsterdam airport and things like that, and just because I come from Jamaica and the man have Bob Marley, have maximum respect.
See it.
And you travel to, and you're supposed to know.
Yeah, man.
Said Marley is maximum respect.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally globalized Jamaica. One Rasta man and him reggae music globalized Jamaica. And have everybody feeling like Jamaica is the place to be happy. Jamaica is on everybody's bucket list. Okay, no matter which part them live in the earth, Jamaica they on them bucket list. Like I gotta get there if it's even one time. That was because of Bob Marley.
All right. Again, I joke. I'm a plumb machine. And they're the job. We do most into construction plumbing. So they're to interpret on the blueprint and things like that, and people have to get out where what we go and things like that. You know, when a white man said to me, you see that motherfucking Jamaican, you smoke that good ganja and listen to Bob Marley music, that's why you're so smart. I'm going to read that to that badger, Anna. Seriously.
See it.
You're going to read that to that badger, Anna, so that people where you come from. They say me come from Jamaica where Bob Marley come from.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
Love to the Soflo family.
Manners and respect, see? All right, manners.
Yeah.
All right, look. Missy Bram, I saw you. Missy says, Rasta no forget. You say Pasta no forget, but me I gotta go with Rasta. The same party where this them every chance them get. See Daryl Vaz, him say Marky G have no integrity because him have two-time convict on him ballot. He's talking about Isaac Buchanan, and I responded to that yesterday. You know, they're using, so them I use Mark Golden's skin color and race against him in this election. They're also now using Isaac Buchanan's past against him in this election. But I left a message yesterday that said along the lines of, listen, people like Daryl Vaz, them not believe in ghetto youths having a second chance. They don't believe in young black youths changing their life around. They don't believe in true rehabilitation. If anything that Isaac Buchanan represents for me and should be for all of the youth them is never stop trying. Even when you're down and getting a big trouble and in the worst place ever, that's not the end of you. The greatness is in you. You were born for something great and you can achieve it, right? All these positive things. He is the face of what reform is. You can't look at me and tell me, say, if you have a son and your son used to be in a gunman, badness, or drugs dealing, or whatever he was in, and all the prayer you have prayed to your son change and turn around and make something of his life. You can tell me, say, if your son turn around and go the next way and end up being an Isaac Buchanan, you wouldn't feel good about that? You wouldn't feel good. He is the picture of what reform is, right? So instead of using that to like say, you always been perfect. Darvaz ain't always been perfect. You know, wink. Because I don't want nobody come fling no lawsuit after me, but wink. Because when time people come from prominent families, they can dip their hands in certain things and do certain things and get away with it, and other people get blamed for it. You know what I mean? But Darrell Baz must remember that we remember your story too. But speaking of Isaac Buchanan, that's a perfect example of reform. When we speak of reform and we want the youth turn him life around, yo, John, come here. You have to put on the gun in the youth. Youth, you need to turn your life around in the youth. Youth, you're born with greatness in you. Can do great things, you know. You, when you did go to school, how you did smart, you know, so you could have been a good attorney. You know, so you could have been a good, not that Isaac though. But you must remember, say something right. Watch this. Isaac is a Rasta man's son. Yeah. Isaac is a Rasta man's son. Isaac daddy is a real Rasta. Isaac daddy has been a Rasta for the longest. I don't remember him not being a Rasta. My band come see him as a Rasta. Isaac father and a popular Rasta man at that. So now when you see them give a land to the Rasta them when time election rolling around talking about for the Coral Gardens massacre they are paying reparations, and you see them but on the other, and you see them awarding like Capleton them around this time at the same thing, and then you have a downplay Isaac and his reform. He's completely reformed. He's completely reformed. Vaz T12 him chat. He is so angry. You see him not winning, him mad, says Missy Bram Bram. Live on the air with Soflo, good morning. Babe, I smell perfume, wait there. Come here. What time are they?
9:40.
You really want to come?
Oh!
Wow. Wow. Hi, mommy. Come say hi. What time are your appointment?
9:40. I'm about to leave, but I'm not going to get no injection, so it wouldn't make any sense anyway. We have to do Kai's meet and greet today with her in teacher, so it will be after my.
I'm gonna end this live. We're gonna go live again later. All right. Here what? We'll have a good conversation, but I'm gonna end this live. We're gonna go live again later. I forgot something. I have some responsibilities I got to tend to. I don't know how that go already. Say hi and bye, mommy.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right. I'll see y'all later. All right. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. Big up yourself. If you don't come back, have a wonderful weekend. All right. But we're going live again later today to finish up all of this. All right. Catch you in a minute. Peace.